Yeah, and I really think one of the things that you were saying is that, when you think that men don't talk, men don't do this. This is unfortunately one of the reasons why men fall into the drugs and the alcohol, because men feel that they feel the lack of insecurity that they can talk to somebody. They're fooled. Their brain is fooled into being able to trust anyone once they've opened up that can of beer, once they've had that shot. They've fooled themselves into being able to trust their friends, who, the truth is their friends are just as drunk as they are, and they can share anything. But then the next morning you wake up, and that's when you feel that shame. Oh shit, did I actually say that to that guy? Did I act? And then you've got to worry about what's going on next. And this leads to another cycle of trouble that you're in. And look, guys, this is something coming from me, okay? It's never too late in life to find that pathway. Okay. I was 43 when the accident happened. 43. So think about it this way: 43 years ago, I was waking up every day saying, I hate my effing life. I hate my effing job. I hate the path I'm on. I hate everything about what I'm doing. Thank God for my boys and my motorcycle, because if it wasn't for them, life would have just been a hell for me, you know. So it's never too late to make this mistake. The mistakes you've got, the one thing that you've got to do to make sure you're not making this mistake is don't fool yourself. Get the help that you need. There are ways out there that you can find that comfort level, and it does not look like a beer bottle. It doesn't look like a pipe, and it doesn't come in a vial.
And absolutely, Zach, I couldn't agree more. In regards to that journey I've been on, it took 35 years, 40 years, what I mean, to realize the things that I did. And, if anything, just picking up on that, it's not mistakes, the learning experiences, if you're willing to do the learning. And what you said there is very clear with that. Men feel or told that they don't talk about their feelings when they talk to man up. But the irony of it is, for me, I run men's groups here in the UK, in the area where I live. And rain or shine, I have men turn up. And some of the men's groups one particular men's group I can think of, we've got veterans in there. We've had people who served in the SAS for 22 years. We've got people who have done undesirable things. Let's put it that way.
Mhm.
But yeah, in that room that they're in, there is no alcohol, there is no drugs, there is no pipe. There is a container where they feel safe, just to be themselves and just to talk. And there's no building birdhouses, and there's no gardening. You don't need gardening and build birdhouses to have an activity for men just to be. And these men, be honest with you, Zach, they wouldn't even look at each other twice if they were outside on the streets. But the fact that they've come into this space, that's what you need. You need a safe space. And what I mean by safe is where you can literally just be yourself and you can let the bravado start to drop down without beer bottles or drugs or whatever it is. That's gold. And the other thing what I want to tackle here is that, which I've said a number of times, men do talk about their feelings. And to some degree, Zach, men are actually deeper than women. So much deeper and direct about being open with their emotions and their feelings. Far more than women could ever be. That sounds a bit sexist, but I can only go off my own personal experience and what I've seen. It's just unfortunate what happens when you hit the nail on the head. They unfortunately choose the wrong person to do it with, and particularly after they've had a few, particularly after they've had a few drinks. And when they come out and say something which is honest, honest and vulnerable, the reaction they get is not what they're looking for. So that creates a story of, oh, I'll never be vulnerable again. Being vulnerable is a weakness. No, it's not. Being vulnerable is the greatest strength a man could be. What it's important to do is weigh up who you're doing it with in the first place. That's what's important, more so than anything else.